Hi, Tracy from SareDarkMagic.com here with another product flip through. This time I'm going to be doing a product called Uncaged Volume 1. This is currently a PDF product, eventually will be released in a hardcover. And it features 25 adventures for 5th edition through the 4 tiers of play, focusing mainly on characters or creatures from myth and D&D that are female or feminine focused. And as you can see here, there are adventures across the 4 tiers of play. Most of them are in the first tier. And in the introduction, is all of this started as a tweet from Ashley Warren that folks really got interested into, and it came out that over 100 people are involved in the creation of this, between writers, editors, artists, and playtesters. Now, one of the things I'm going to do in this flip through, normally I have a physical product, and when I record that, there's just between the location of the camera and the page and glare, can't necessarily read the pages well, and I know with a PDF that would be completely different, and I really want you guys to go out and buy this product, and I definitely don't want to have anybody use this in a way that doesn't help support it, and so I did some bookmarks that'll give you a flavor of what's in here, and we can flip through some of the stuff that I really liked about it. So, for example, each of the tiers has their own piece of artwork, but I really love this illustration of the mermaid and the woman. And that is for the first adventure called Maiden Waterdeep by Bionica Bickford. And this is a level 1 adventure. And most adventures have a synopsis, an adventure hook, some background, the folks that are involved in it, non-player characters and stuff like that, and then they usually do a bunch of chapters with information. The next one is Cry of the Sea by Alicia Furness, and here's the first time you can see here. Each of these will talk about like the creature that it's specializing in, and then this one, as you can see, has there sometimes is a content warning for different types of topics that maybe folks might be sensitive to, so in this case it's sexism. From the Forest They Fled is the next one by Alison Huang, and it goes through a lot of the same things again. This one does have a random encounter table, which I thought was kind of interesting as well. Lay of the Sea Hag by Mariska Connolly deals with hags, obviously. And I did love this piece of art here of the tree with the door. Next adventure is The Weeping Woman by Christina Sisto Kindle. And after that we have Lost Children, Found Family by Catherine Evans. And I really love the art here with the fox, with illustration by Jen Vaughn, which is for A Wild Hunt by Kat Kruger. And again, here's some more content warning labels. And then there's Death Agents by D.B. Donlan, with Furies as the creature, and some more content warnings. And I love this piece of art by Samantha Darcy for the next one, which is The Tale of Sephia in a Day by Kelly Dayton. And then after that there's The Banshee's Tale by Annabeth Lennon. and Swamped by Jessica Ross. And again, another piece of art that I just happen to like is here. As for The Demon's Heart by Masha Lapire. And we have Lost Gods by Natalie Wallace. And then this amazing illustration by Kayla Klein. And The Secret of the Lost Grove by Lynn M. Meyer. And I know that I may be getting some of these names wrong. Shadows and Talons by Melanie Black. And I love this illustration by B-Design of just the city in the trees. The Guardian of the Forest by Awkward Bard. One of the things that really stuck out to me about this one is you can see in the dramatis personae, I don't even know how to pronounce that, very sorry. But one of the big things is I recently had an article about, putting pronouns in when we describe characters, and that is something that was done here with the pronouns. And I did also love this piece of art in here. Family Reunion by Jessica Markram. And Maidens of the Weave by Emily Smith. This has driders in it. I did kind of find it interesting there wasn't a warning about spiders, because I know people who are very scared of spiders. And one of the things I wanted to point out here with this one was had to do with the rewards. So as I was saying earlier, the beginning part usually has the synopsis, adventure background, and then a bunch of chapters, and usually a conclusion. And then some of them, the rewards are very highly between them. And this one happens to includes things like downtime and renown stuff, which I typically connect with Adventurers League, although I know it's not limited just to there. And so I thought that was pretty interesting. And I love this illustration. Ma'at Crook. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I know there's even a pronunciation part, but so yeah, I love this piece of art, which is for The Adventure of the Appalling Morass, which has gaslighting, and I have to point out that if you look here, we have Darvo as one of the characters. And for those who don't know, Darvo is a tool that we use in terms of identifying what abusers often do. Deny, attack, replace victim with offender is what it stands for. I believe I have all of that correct. And so I had had to point that out because that was amazing to me. And there's definitely some thunder going on, so we'll see how this comes out. And here too, you can see the rewards. This one has rewards also tied to story objectives. So depending on how things come out. The next one is Heart of the Goddess by Elise Kretel. And this one has this wonderful map by the creator that I just absolutely love. And as also random encounter tables. And then the next one is an adventure by Joanna Taylor, who did the art and the lore. And I just love this piece of art here with the dolls and everything. And I also really enjoy the background, like the fact that they just decided to go with something slightly different for this particular page. Unlike all the other adventures, this one only has 2 pages with some stats and then stuff, but I thought it was just wonderful. And then I did love this illustration by Luciella Elizabeth Scarlett for her adventure Galatea's Will. And you can, as you can see, with a lot of these content warnings, a lot of the writers are dealing with some pretty heavy topics that are, many of these creators are from marginalized genders, and so they may be trying to deal with things that either have happened to them or are common in their lives through gaming, which I just think is an amazing and awesome and really want to support. And this also has this wonderful map of Malian's lair. And then I love this piece of art also from Kayla Klein for The Legend of the White Snake by Lisa Chen. And then the next adventure is Madness of the Valkyries by Asa Wheatley. And this does deal with, has a CW for infanticide. One of the things I wanted to point out here too is some of the artwork in this product is actually from public domain in terms of particularly like paintings and oil paintings or whatnot from quote unquote masters or, from a while ago. And I did think it worked really well with the overall look and feel of the product. So I wanted to point out that folks should not be afraid of using that type of artwork with what they create. And this is for Ghastly Grins by Judy Black. And then there's A Tale of Two Sphinxes by Jessica Washburn. So in the back of this book, they include all the people that playtest it. They have the stock art credits and where they got it from, as well as for people that contributed art, they have blurbs about those people. One of the things and then, sorry, just real quick, they also have a list of all of the editors that participated in the project. And one of the great things about this is that between all of the people that contributed writing, art, editing, we now have a really good list of folks that, if you're looking for someone, a lot of these folks are from more marginalized genders or other backgrounds. This is a really good resource for finding people to hire, right? And particularly if you happen to read this and you say, wow, that's a really interesting take that maybe I had never seen before, but I really love, we can now reach out and use this as a resource, not only for, our tables in terms of just what we want to use and help us run adventures, but also for those of us who are interested in publishing or people to follow and support. That's a really good resource for this, and I'm really thankful that this product exists. And I really do hope you check it out. It's available through the DMs Guild. I believe it was about $15. The hardcover is going to come out, and then I believe volume 2 they said was going to come out in April, but I'm not sure. We can just definitely look into that. And thanks so much for listening and watching, and if you liked what you saw, definitely hit the subscribe button. And yeah, thanks so much.